Got ourselves another collab set here in Record of Ragnarok. I was hoping that I was going to be able to do some research because I knew this was coming out beforehand, so I thought maybe I could watch the anime and tell you guys what some of these units are and whatnot, but I did not do that. In any case, we're gonna go ahead and open up another collab set here. We've got a trial deck as well as the booster box. I think it's very important for us as Vanguard players to support these collab sets for, a couple different reasons. Probably, I guess, three of them. One being it lets Bushiroad know that we like these collab sets, and maybe in the future it'll encourage them to give us stuff that's really cool. Like, I don't know, a Xenoblade Chronicles collab set, or Mega Man Battle Network collab set, or other things that I should probably make a video about. And on top of that, it also means that maybe we'll actually get support for these collab sets in the future. I'm hoping that eventually they make some sort of side set where it just gives, support for the three boosters so far, Shaman King, Token Rambu, and, Record of Ragnarok. May them give them new triggers or whatever. That'd be kind of nice. And also, third of all, it's just nice to give people an entry point into Vanguard. If people like Ragnarok, they can play Vanguard with it. Or maybe then play a different deck in Vanguard as well. But in any case, let's just jump into this. Open this up. Oh, bollocks. One of the main reasons I wanted to get one of these boxes is because I wanted the power counters, but it's actually white and black. I was hoping it was going to be black and white, but okay. But yeah, here's the power counter. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Fortunately, the mat is the basic paper one. There's no special design. And then here's the deck itself. Let's go ahead and open this. So like I mentioned at the start, I don't really know a lot about Record of Ragnarok. I just know the general gist of it. And I've only seen or read maybe the first chapter of the manga. But first off, we've got ourselves Man Survival at Stake. There's a weird space here. Man Survival at Stake, Brunhilde here. So when this is placed on Vanguard Circle, can blast 2, so blast 1, a card with Brunhilde in its card name. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 Man and Valkyrie card, each from among them, and call them to rear circles. Then shuffle your deck. Shuffle the restand? Oh boy. And shuffle the restand. I guess I meant the rest. Okay, yeah, it says rest. Okay. Rest and this is really close together, so it looks like restand. Put them on the bottom of your deck, okay? If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, Soul Blast, choose one of your Man or Valkyrie, and they get 5k until the end of the turn. So not the greatest effect. Valkyrie is for the race here, not necessarily the name. So we get 1 foil and then 3 copies. It might be like a Token Rambu where they put like the trial deck ones all together. Then we've got Watching for an Opportunity, Brunhilde here. When this unit is placed, by writing on the Choice of Victory Brunhilde, reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a grade 2 or less normal unit that is Man or Valkyrie, call it to rear circle, and if not, put it on the top of your deck or into your soul. So that's kind of interesting. If you see a crit or something, you can leave it there. If not, you can call it out. So we've got 2 of those so far. Now we got ourselves the Choice of Victory Brunhilde here. This says when this unit is placed on by writing on Brunhilde, which I guess is just a grade 0, so blast 1, look at the top card of your deck, put it into the top or bottom, and draw a card. Cool. Somewhat free plus. We got 2 copies of that. Then we got ourselves here Seeking the Strongest Opponent, Lebu. When this unit is boosted by Valkyrie, this unit gets 5k until the end of the battle. Fair enough. We've got ourselves 1 and 2 and 3 of these. Then we've got ourselves naked ass fucking Prodigious Love Adam here. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard, or if it's a grade 3 or greater Vanguard is Man or Valkyrie, this unit gets plus 5k shield. Sure. Got 2, 3 of these. Then we got this old man here. Now in his prime, Kojiro Sasaki. This is one of the few guys that like I've seen on the box art and I don't recognize. This is just a vanilla that does not do anything. We got 2 of those. Then we've got Devoting Herself, Radgriz. This is another Valkyrie. When its unit boosts a rear guard with Lebu in its card name, if your grade 3 or greater Vanguard is a unit with Lebu in its card name or a Valkyrie, counterblast 1, and until the end of battle, when your opponent would call cards to guard, it must call 2 or more. Okay. It's kind of hard to see her face. It's a little like faded, and that's just kind of how it is on the card. Because I guess she's like maybe a spirit or something, or I'm not really sure. Next up, we've got ourselves Devoting Herself, Rain Leaf. When its unit boosts if you're guard with Adam in its card name, if your grade 3 greater Vanguard is Adam or Valkyrie, counterblast 1. This unit gets 5 to the end of the turn, and at the end of the battle, you can return that boosted unit to your hand. So then you can boost with that Adam and then guard with him, or you can attack with that Adam and then guard with it. Okay. We got ourselves the PG here. Wishing for man's victory goal. I wish it wasn't just literally the face of someone. But okay, I know most of these are like, everyone kind of shits on these for like being anime screenshots, but come on guys. We got the strongest by nature, so we've got a Lebu critical trigger, which I guess has some sort of effect where you may only have up to 8 of the strongest of nature in your deck. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So we got 2, 3 of these. Then we got the front trigger. Men battle with their fist. And it says the same thing. You can have up to 8 of these in your deck. Did they just decide not to print more triggers? Battle in the Abyss is a draw trigger, same thing. Can have up to 8 of it in your deck. I wonder if they have some sort of purpose. And then finally the last one is the Heal Here, Adoring Gaze. There's got no triggers don't have a race? I thought triggers had a race. Interesting. Guess they don't. So we got 4 heals here. Then we've got the ride deck here. No, never mind. We got Brunhilde, then Lebu, then Adam, then Sasaki. We got 1 of each card for some reason. I don't know why they do this for the TDs. I know part of it is because one of those cards are probably one of the cards that we didn't see earlier is one of the foils, but it's still very weird. Then we got the over trigger here. The moment history is transformed. So it looks like this just does the same as any other over trigger, which is a bit unfortunate. Token Rambo got their own over trigger. But this just says you draw a card, give something 100 million, remove this card, and then choose something else, give it another 100 million. So it's basically a Kree Elemental. I mean, they could have just made it a Kree Elemental so I can use this in like other nations, but you can only use this in regular Ragnarok. Then we got some more of the triggers here. And whoops, accidentally showed an SP here. Got ourselves the grade 2 with, I guess, a rare foil. And okay, it really wants me to show you that SP card. I got the rare-ish foil for the grade 1. I guess you get like a rare foil for the ride deck, which is nice. This is Brunhilde here. And then as we've seen a bunch of times, this is the SP, I guess, or the Ragnarok GR, which means, oh, so this isn't actually SP, this is Ragnarok Rare. And makes it sound really cool, but there's 15 of these. Well, there's only 2 SPs, so SP is the higher rarity. So this is very strange because it's like an SP, but without any of the like foiling that SPs have. It has like a hollow foiling instead. We got ourselves another GR or RGR here for the trigger, and then I believe this is back to the start. So no SP, even though I would count these as SP, but okay, whatever. Anyways, here is the booster box. I feel like the trial deck wasn't as good as maybe the Token Rambo one, because I felt like I spent more time reading through that one, whereas this didn't really have a lot of effects. But we've got ourselves 73 total cards. There's 7 packs and 12 packs. 7 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. Sorry about that. We've got ourselves rares of SSP, so there's super special. We've got normal SPs, special, and then the Ragnarok rares, which are just hollows, but they're also sort of SP, which is interesting. So the highest rarity here is super special. But unfortunately, it isn't. I would have thought the Ragnarok rare would have made sense. Like we had like Token Rambu rares, which was like the full art ones, but whatever. These things never seem to agree with me. They just always rip. So we're just gonna not even bother with them. Let's go ahead and pull this out. We don't get any sort of box toppers, which is a bit unfortunate. These packs do feel kind of meaty. I will tell you that much. They feel a little thick. Let's go ahead and open one up here. So we've got a grade 1 here. It's me, Heart Zeus. This is part of a ride line, so when you place this on Vanguard Circle over Zeus, look at top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 Zeus order or unit with Zeus in its card name among them. Put it to your hand and then shuffle the rest and put it on the bottom of your deck, so you don't shuffle your deck. Okay. And then during your turn, this guy gets 2k only on Vanguard Circle. Got ourselves Instinctive Stance Atom. So this is, I guess, the Atom for the ride deck. When its unit is rolled upon by Father of All Mankind Atom, shuffle your deck, or rather, sorry, search your deck for up to 1 man's first wife Eve. Call it to rearguard circle and then shuffle your deck. Okay. And then here's the guy that I always think is Atom with clothes, but it's actually Poseidon. So it's just the starter for Poseidon. Got ourselves some random. Oh, this is Cain. Okay. We've got Rousing Oldest Son Cain here. Put this into your soul. Choose one of your units with Adam in its card name, and it gets 5k until the end of the turn. I mean, that's not bad. If you need soul for that deck, that's okay. Then we got God of Conquest Adamus here. What the? Is this what Adam becomes? At the end of your turn, if your damage zone has 4 or less cards, put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down. So, this is a grade 2, by the way. What? Oh, so I guess if you have... So, oh, okay, I see, I get it. So, you use this, it has 13k, but you damage yourself when you use it. So, it's not actually Angel Feather. Alright, that's strange. Then we've got ourselves a Poseidon order here. Something about the lighting is a little weird. Let me see if I can fix that. That might be a little bit better. There's just a little too much like glare coming off, but most of these are kind of like really light. But this is Shion Trier Dementor. Play this if you're Vanguard. If you have a Vanguard with Poseidon's card name, look at the top 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card with grade lower or equal than your Vanguard and Poseidon's card name. Call it to your red circle. Shuffle the rest of the cards and put them on the bottom of your deck, and then choose one of your Vanguards that gets 10k to the end of the turn. Sounds pretty good. You literally for free get a card from the top 7 and give your Vanguard plus 10k. Got ourselves our first triple rare here, and a God of Cunning Loki. Okay. This is a grade 2. When this is placed on Rearguard Circle, Soul Blast 2, reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a god, so the race is god, call it to Rearguard Circle. Return it to its original spot if it cannot be called. Okay. So Soul Blast 2 to look at top card. If god, call it. If not, leave it. So if it's like a trigger, you can leave it. You could also, I guess, play this in any of the other decks to have like a slight OTT effect. But, back row Rearguard Circle center. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, rest this unit and all your front row rearguards get 5k until the end of the turn. Okay. Not very Loki-like, if I might say so myself, but interesting. There she is. Fixated Gaze Aphrodite. So I only know about regular Ragnarok because they showed Aphrodite with the dudes holding up her your nose, and I was like, what is going on? Let me read this manga, and I was like, alright, I get the gist of it. Not super interested, but I might give it a shot, depending on how these cards go. So this says, when boosting a god, this unit gets 2k to the end of the battle. Oh, that's pretty worthless. Adopted son of Musashi Miyamoto, Iori Miyamoto. This is a grade 1, 6k. This unit gets 2k for each card in your opponent's bind zone. Active on your opponent's turn also. Interesting. Then we've got Conversing with Brothers, Lube. This is a man, grade 1. So act on rearguard circle once per turn, counterblast 1. Choose a acquainted with the strongest Gao Yu or excitedly spectating Zhang Fei from your drop. Call it to rearguard circle. And if your Vanguard has an arms, okay, choose up to 2 of your units and then you get 5k until the end of the turn. Sounds pretty solid. Bring something back, Vanguard gets 5k. Sounds good. And can boost with it afterwards. Then we got Fastest Prediction, Kojiro Sasaki. When its unit is rode upon by history's strongest loser, Kojiri Sasaki, reveal the top card of your deck. You either put it into your hand. Wait, reveal the top card of your deck and put it into your hand. If you revealed a man, then you soul charge 1. Okay. So you kind of get double value out of that. Then we got Raring to Fight Shiva, who's another god here. During your turn, if your Vanguard is greater your greater god, the unit gets 5k. Sure. Grade 2, that can, swing in. We got a rare form for the draw trigger here. I feel like actually this is, oh wow, they actually gave them the new triggers. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, it's only, it doesn't matter because you can only use this in this nation, but if your Vanguard is a man or Valkyrie, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5k shield. So I wonder if that means you can play something that's not man or Valkyrie in this deck. All I've seen is Valkyrie and man. We've got ourselves a triple rare here, Apprentice Valkyrie Goal, which I guess is Brunhilde's sister. When this is placed on rearguard circle, if your Vanguard is a man or Valkyrie, counterblast 1. I don't know why they keep specifying that. I guess you can use this in if you had Cray Elementals, maybe that's why, but it seems unnecessary. Choose a Valkyrie with a different card name from this card and grade. So you pick a Valkyrie that's not this card and has either the same grade or less than your Vanguard from your drop and call it. Okay. So basically you can't call this. Okay. And then, so it's just whenever this is placed, counterblast 1, bring something back. Okay. And when this unit boosts a unit with Brunhilde's card name, she gets 5k to the end of the battle. Okay. Sure. This video should be a little bit quicker than the Token Rambi one because we opened, I think, 2 boxes of the booster box, but we only got 1 this time. But in any case, we have Cheering Second Son Abel here. When his unit is placed on rearguard circle, if you have a unit with Adam in its card name, just a unit? Okay. And an exile to an Ian and Eve on your on your Vanguard or rearguard circle. So Eve is also a Vanguard. Okay. Counterblast 1, draw a card, choose a card from your hand and call it. Okay. This is kind of like a weird version of Melty. Then we've got ourselves God of Peace Forseti here. This is another god, obviously. When it's unit attack hits a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is a god, Soul Blast 2, draw a card. Yeah. Could be worse as a common. Yeah, that's a decent enough common. Excitedly expecting Zhang Fei. So this was on the, I think, Loki card? No, the other card. When this unit is put on Guardian Circle, your Vanguard is a most powerful Chinese hero, Lu Bu. Soul Blast 2. Look at the top card of your deck and call it to Guardian Circle. Oh, that's kind of interesting. We've got ourselves grade 2 Zeus here. The fist that surpassed time, Zeus. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by writing over "It's me, Zeus," look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 2 or less god from among them, call it to rearguard circle, shuffle the rest, and put them on the bottom of your deck. Okay. And when it attacks, if your front row has 3 gods, this guy gets 5k to the end of the battle. Got ourselves a Ragnarok rare here for the Conversing with Brothers Libu here. We got that combos with the other guy we just saw. Then we've got Devoting Herself Hearst here. When its unit boosts a rearguard with Kojiro Sasaki in its card name, if your grade 3 Vanguard is a unit with Kojiro Sasaki in its card name or Valkyrie, your unit chooses a card from their drop and binds it. Then if your opponent's binding zone has 3 or more cards, you may soul charge 1. Sure. So I guess Sasaki focuses on binding cards. And we've got ourselves one of the new PGs here. In Supreme Norse God Odin here. I guess that kind of makes sense for Odin to be the PG. But it just says you can guard with this, the unit that's guarding won't be hit, and also if you have 2 or more cards, you don't have to discard for this. Got ourselves True Nature Poseidon. This is ruled upon by Tyrant of the Oceans Poseidon. You can call this to Rearguard Circle. Okay. And when your Vanguard's ability would count, the number of units retired for the cost is counted as 2 cards. So I guess Poseidon has a like Shadow Paladin like effect. Cool. We've got Follower Hermes here. Looks, I gotta say, the depiction of these gods look way different than anything I'm used to. When its unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if your Vanguard is a god, look at the top card of your deck and put it on the top of your deck or into your soul. Okay. Interesting, that's what Hermes does. We've got All Out Mode Thor here. When his unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by riding on finally meeting a rival Thor, draw a card, and his unit gets 5 canceling at the end of that turn. Wow, that's pretty solid. And when it attacks, if your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, this gets 5k to the end of the battle. It's actually really solid. Then we've got Eve here. Wife exiled from Paradise Eve. If your Vanguard is a Father of All Mankind Adam, if this is in the back row Rearguard Circle, then you can rest this Soul Charge, choose one of your units with Adam in its card name, and that unit gets this unit's power to the end of the turn. Interesting. So this is on act, so you can't like do it with like triggers or anything. Okay. This is the starter for Zeus. If you ride upon it and you want second, you can draw a card. Then we've got Underpinning Style, which is the new draw trigger here. And then we've got ourselves the grade 3 Adam here, which is actually a double rare. Oh no, sorry, this is grade 2, which is actually a double rare. Man with the Greatest Heart Adam. When his unit attacks, if your grade 3 or greater is an Adam or a Valkyrie, this unit gets 5k to the end of that battle. Then if you on Rearguard Circle or guard with this, if your Vanguard is man or Valkyrie, your opponent's grade, if your opponent's, wait, if your Vanguard is man or Valkyrie, and your opponent's Vanguard is 3 or greater, this unit cannot be chosen by your Vanguard, your opponent's card's effect. This is continuous on Rearguard Circle and Guardian Circle? Huh. Why would it be on Guardian Circle? So, Zhang-Fei here, another Thor, another Hermes. Then we've got ourselves familiar with the strongest Gung-Hu here. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if your Vanguard is a most powerful Chinese hero, Lubu, and you have a conserving with brothers Lubu on your Rearguard Circle, you may Soul Charge 1. Okay. Got another Eve. Got ourselves a draw trigger for, is this Poseidon maybe, or Adam? I'm not sure. I'm assuming by the lack of close it's Adam. We got ourselves the double rare Zeus, all-knowing, all-powerful god Zeus. When his unit attacks, if you have a greater Vanguard with Zeus in its card name and your damage zone, oh, so you can't use this with Valkyrie or God specifically, okay. And your damage zone has 2 or more face-down cards. This unit gets 5k to the end of the turn, okay. And if it hits, all of your front row rear guards are oh no, if they're rested, you can Soul Blast countercharge 1. Sure. Able, and then we've got ourselves Nitin Ichiru Musashi Miyamoto. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a unit with Kojiro Sasaki in its card name. Put this into your soul, choose one of your units, and gets 5k at the end of that turn. Yeah, that's fair. We've got the front trigger here, which actually no, this is a normal front trigger, and it says men battle with their fists. You can have 8 of these in your deck. Okay. Same thing with this draw trigger. You can have 8 of these in your deck. Oh, we got an over trigger. We've got, I think, Labu's horse, maybe? No. Its master, with its master red here. At the end of the battle, that this unit boosted a Vanguard of Labu in its card name. If your Vanguard has arms, so I guess Lubu can be armed, so he's male above Sagra, and your damage zone has no face-up cards, put this into the soul, and Huh? Put this unit to assault and your hand has one or more cards and discard all of the cards in your hand? It's trying to say if your hand has one or more cards, discard all of them? Or put this unit to assault on a unit from your soul? I don't understand. And then you can restand your Vanguard and it gets -1 drive. And then we got ourselves the over trigger here, Ragnarok. So this says when you check this, remove it, draw, give something 100 million power. And if you do it on drive check, all of your front row gods get 10k to the end of the turn, and then choose one of your rear guards and stand it. That's it. That's it. Front row gods specifically get 10k, and a rear guard can be stood. Okay, sure. Got the grade 1 from the Thor ride line here. Finally meeting a rival Thor. When his unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by writing on a Thor, any Thor, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Thor order or normal unit with Thor and its card name from among them. Reel it, put it to your hand. Shovel the rest of them and put them on the bottom of your deck. And during your turn, this gets 2k. These cards always get stuck together. So I guess a Zeus order here. Final form of Zeus Adamus. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Zeus in its card name. Choose up to 1 unit with Zeus in its card name from your soul and call it to rear guard circle. And your front row gets 5k to the end of the turn. Sure. We got ourselves a double rare here. Legends Passed Down Thor. So this is a Thor order. Play this with count +1 if your Vanguard is a Thor. Then choose one of your Vanguards to the end of the turn and gets 10k. Your opponent cannot call Sentinels from hand to guard for the battles this unit attack. If your opponent has no front row, this unit actually gets, or the Vanguard actually gets 20,000 instead of 10,000. Jeez. So you definitely want 4 of those. Got ourselves a new heal trigger here in Heavenly Melody. I believe we've already seen True Nature Poseidon. Ooh, who the hell is this? We've got Nothing But Filth Before My Eyes, Poseidon. You ride this over on, Vanguard Circle, over Poseidon, look at the top 7, choose up to 1 Poseidon or order from among them, add to your hand, shuffle the rest, put it to the bottom of your deck. So this is basically the same as Thor, just I guess they have a different end goal. Potential to exceed a god Lebu here, when rode upon by the most powerful Chinese hero Lebu. Draw a card, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets 5k to the end of the turn. So Lebu can stand, so that's kind of good. Actually, no. Yeah, Lebu can stand and be armed. Okay. Giddenrod Thor's Hammer, which is another Thor order. Play this if you have a Vanguard with Thor in its card name. Draw a card, choose one of your units, and it gets 5k to the end of the turn. So you just play this to draw? What the f? Thor is looking kind of good, not gonna lie. Between the guard restrict, the power, the free draw. But in any case, so this is the dress boost, I think this is. This is Wondler, most powerful Chinese hero Lebu. So this card, oh no, this is an arm, okay. Can be played as an arms order and armed to a specific unit on Vanguard Circle. This card is no longer a unit when it becomes armed, and if a new Wondler is armed, put this one into the drop. So I guess you can only arm 1 at a time. Then if this card is armed to a Vanguard, it gets all the following abilities. So Lebu can restand, draw a card from writing and get 5k, and then if you arm it, you can do in your turn, it gets 5k, and also you can act Soul Blast and bind a 4th Valkyrie sister herself actually from your hand. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets the ability where all grade 0 Guardians lose 5k shield to the end of the turn. Okay, so Lebu and Thor are looking kind of good. Got ourselves one of the strongest crits here. The heal, we got ourselves Strategist Bringing with Loyalty Chenggong. When this is placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard or Lebu in a card name, this unit gets 2k to the end of the turn. And if your Vanguard has an arms countercharge. Lebu looking pretty fleshed out. We've got the grade 0 Thor. We got Musashi, we got ourselves a soul crit here, much awaited encounter, which is pretty cool. And we got ourselves, actually an SP here. This is God, Father of Cosmos, Zeus. Actually, it's a grade 3 Vanguard one. Cool. So once per turn, rest one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 Zeus order, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Then, when this unit attacks, counterblast 1, choose up to 1 of your rear guards with Zeus in its card name and stand it. So you rest something, then you can counterblast and stand. You rest a Zeus, and then you stand Zeus. Okay. I mean, that's cool, but hopefully there's other effects that rest stuff. Otherwise, that's kind of pointless. Why not just make the cost counterblast? Not much new here. We've got another of the new Sentinels, and we've got ourselves a normal of the Zeus. So regretfully, it seems Zeus is the only thing that's playable from my pulls. Not a big fan of the card art on this one. It looks not the greatest. So this is Singular Counter-Strike Kojiro Sasaki. When this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Kojiro Sasaki in its card name or a Valkyrie, Soul Blast 1 until the end of that battle. This unit gets 5k and your opponent cannot intercept. Sure. So far I haven't seen anything that helps a bind. Then we've got the most fearsome Greek god Poseidon here. So this is the double rare Poseidon. When this unit is retired from rearguard circle for your card's cost, Soul Blast, call this card to rearguard circle as rest. And if your Vanguard is Poseidon, stand it, choose one of your units and gets 5k to the end of that turn. Okay. Then we got the last pack here. So far, it's pretty interesting. Lebu and Thor seem interesting. Zeus, I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't seem like there's many other builds other than, like, I guess Poseidon and Adam. I guess it's just really those 4. We've got the starter for Poseidon. We got this Adamus guy. We got another Thor. We got another Cain, and we got ourselves actually a Ragnarok rare for the draw trigger here. And then we got ourselves another of the much weighted encounter, but I think this is the other side of it, where on the other side it was Lebu, now it's Thor. And that is it. We got ourselves another grade 1. So that'll do it for record of Ragnarok. Like I said, it seems somewhat interesting. And it's nice that out the box they actually got the supports for, you know, new triggers in fronts, draws, and crits. So that at least gives them some sort of viability. They have at least a decent game plan, some of them. Brunhilde seems kind of pointless, to be honest, from what I've seen. And I don't know what the grade 3 Poseidon does. Zeus seems a little lame. Lebu seems really solid. And Thor seems really good. I might actually build Thor. But we'll see how much the cards cost and what it actually plays like. But in any case, let me know what you think about this set and this trial deck, and maybe collabs in general. And if you're planning on building these. And if not, then take care of yourself.